What if I told you that poverty has almost nothing to do with how hard you work? That some of the hardest working people on this planet, people who wake up at 5 a.m., work 2 jobs, never take a day off, will still die broke. And some of the wealthiest people you know work fewer hours than you do. There's a reason for that. And once you understand it, you'll never look at money the same way again. Welcome back. Today we're talking about something that most financial channels are too afraid to say out loud. The real reason people stay poor isn't laziness, it isn't a lack of education, it isn't even bad luck. It's something much deeper, and it lives inside your mind. By the end of this video, you'll understand the 3 invisible psychological traps that keep 95% of people stuck in the same financial cycle their entire life, and more importantly, how to break out of them. Let's get into it. The first trap is called the scarcity mindset. In 2013, 2 Princeton researchers, Sendil Mullainathan and Eldar Shafir, published a landmark study. They discovered something shocking. When people feel financially stressed, their cognitive capacity, basically their mental bandwidth, drops by the equivalent of losing 13 IQ points. Think about that. Poverty doesn't just drain your bank account, it literally drains your brain. When you're constantly worried about bills, rent, groceries, your mind has no space left to think long-term, no space to plan, no space to take smart risks. Rich people don't have better brains, they just have more mental bandwidth, because they're not spending it all on survival. The scarcity mindset makes you focus on putting out fires today instead of building something for tomorrow, and that cycle is incredibly hard to break, not because of laziness, but because of pure psychology. The second trap is what I call the lottery mentality. Here's a strange fact. The states in America where people spend the most money on lottery tickets are the poorest states. People with the least money are spending the highest percentage of their income on lottery tickets. Why? Because when you're in a tough financial situation, a sudden miracle feels like the only realistic escape. So instead of investing $20 a month into something that slowly compounds, which feels boring and far away, you buy a lottery ticket, because that $20 could become $1 million overnight. The problem is the odds of winning the lottery are 1 in 300 million. You are more likely to be struck by lightning twice than to win the lottery. But the lottery mentality isn't just about tickets. It shows up everywhere, waiting for a viral moment, waiting for a big break, waiting to be discovered. Wealth isn't built on luck. It's built on boring, consistent action over a long period of time. The third trap is the most dangerous because it affects people who are actually earning good money. It's called lifestyle inflation. Here's how it works. You get a raise. Instead of investing that extra money, you upgrade your car, move to a bigger apartment, buy better clothes, eat at nicer restaurants. Your income went up, see, but so did your expenses. You feel richer, but your net worth hasn't moved. This is why you'll find people earning $150,000 a year living paycheck to paycheck. It sounds impossible, but it's incredibly common. The wealthy don't increase their spending every time their income increases. They increase their investments. They widen the gap between what they earn and what they spend, and they put that gap to work. There's a famous concept called paying yourself first. Before you pay your rent, before you buy groceries, before you do anything, a percentage of your income goes straight into savings or investments. Non-negotiable. It's not about how much you earn. It's about how much you Staying poor is not patterns can be broken. Start by identifying which of these 3 traps you're in right now: the scarcity mindset, the lottery mentality, or lifestyle inflation. Just naming it is the first step. If this video helped you see money differently, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Not to make them feel bad, but because understanding this is genuinely life-changing, And if you want to go deeper on the psychology of wealth, subscribe. Because next week we're breaking down the exact mindset shift that separates people who build wealth from people who just dream about it. I'll see you then.